You have to cut the excuses. Because things will happen to you in life. Things will happen. You will have situations just like Oprah went through. It's moments in your life where you'll be hurt by people. You'll be sad. You'll feel all alone. Yet and still, you have to live life. Because if you're over here sad and you heard about the different things that happen to you, guess what? The same thing that's happening to you is somebody in the exact same or very similar situation. And they decide to go right or they decide to go left. And if you want to sit there and be a baby and cry because I got hurt and these things happened to me, then you are holding yourself in bondage. Because nobody cares why you're sitting there crying. You're at home that night in your room, you know, I'm getting beat up, I'm getting abused, and I'm going to think, and you don't have no control of your situation. But yet and still you have to live life. In order to live life, you have to cut the excuses. In order to have major goals and major accomplishments, you have to cut the excuses. No matter how simple it is. Excuses are like, a hot air balloon. You know, you have a hot air balloon and you have a basket, and to hold the basket down there's sandbags. And the basket is not going to go anywhere because those sandbags are holding it down. Those are your excuses. Those are those negative people. Those are those situations that hurt you and been eating at you. And you have to cut them off. One by one, cut all that pain and all those excuses off so you can begin to rise. So, to have the victory, cut the excuses. Number two, you must have determination. You must be determined. You must be ready to pursue your dream no matter what. My freshman year in college, I stopped there at practice. My very first practice with my pads on, and I'm doing the practice. We had practice, 2 practices, one in the morning and one in the evening. After practice, we had to run sprints. We had to run 40 yards, all right? Probably double the length of this room. 40 yards. Boom, boom, we run. 5, bang. 10 turn to 20. 20 turn to 30, turn to 40. We're sitting there, we're breathing, we're tired. Like, oh my God, when this is going to stop? And then we're going some more. And if you want to see some grown men that were waddling around like ducks and looking like some babies, you should have been at that practice. We out there turning. We're like, oh, we got loud. You got men just looking crazy. And I was there struggling to my body, my legs start going numb. I start getting dizzy. I'm like, man, this is too much. And then the coach said, some of y'all, college football is not for you. It's okay, just give up, walk off the field, and go home because college football is not for everybody. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, he's talking to me. Man, and it might not be for me. I thought it was a dream. Woo! So I'm looking around and I see players actually walking off the field. And so now I'm tired, my body's shutting down, the coach telling me to go home, and I see people quitting. And so all that negative influence, I had to block it out now. I had to tap into my determination. I had to regain my focus. For you to be successful, when you have all these negative influences around, you got the social media that's going to be tapping into you, trying to distract you. You're going to have friends that's going to try to pull you away from doing the right thing. When you have your goal, you have to tap back in. You got to get realigned. You got to focus. And then I blocked everything out. I blocked all the pain. I blocked all the distractions. And I got back right. Determination, passion, focus. That's going to be a key for you to be a victor and have the victory. And number 3, but which is most important, is to have purpose. Some of you are in here right now, don't have 1 ounce of purpose. You're just living, you're just dealing with what you're dealing with. You go to class and you're just sleeping because you're like, I'm just here to be here. You come to an event like this, you're just sleeping because I'm just here to be here. You don't have any purpose to be here. They just brought you here. Why are you here? You don't care. So go to sleep. That's what people are doing, they're sleepwalking. They don't have any purpose about anything. And guess what? That purpose is the only thing that's going to allow you to be something, to accomplish great things. That reason why. You have to have a reason why. And my reason why was Rashad. My reason why was my mom and dad. My reason why was my brothers. My reason why is each and every one of you. You are my reason. And I spoke to a middle school quote, I was down with the kids, and they're like, hey, everybody giving $5. And oh man, thank you. And I got to one young lady, and she said, thank you. I said, you're welcome. She said, thank you so much. I said, oh, she excited. I did. I sold out. I said, you're welcome, right? And she's like, no, you don't understand. I said, understand what? She said, I tried to commit suicide, and it didn't work. And I'm still alive. But it's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about killing myself. It was just a matter of time that I was going to do it. But thank you, because what you told me today, it made me realize that I am here for a reason. It made me realize that if I die, what about my mom and dad? They would be devastated. It made me realize is that I have something to accomplish. I don't know what it is yet. You said I'm great, but I didn't think I was great. I don't know I'm great, but you said I'm great. And so I have some things that I need to accomplish. And something inside of me said, why were you about to commit suicide? But then I said, no, it doesn't even matter. I said, young lady, you got it. You have your purpose. You have your reason why. And if you hold on to this, I don't know what your situation is, but no matter what it is, you can overcome it like you're doing now. And in the future, if it tries to creep back in, you are a victor. And you can overcome it. And I'm telling each and every one of you to find that purpose, find that reason why. When I came out, I said touchdown and take off. I wasn't saying that. I sounded good, semi. But it sounds good. But I want it to mean something. You touch down everywhere you go. Because it's an opportunity to get better. And this one opportunity that you think doesn't matter could be the very opportunity that changed your life. When you walking and going to class, and you're doing different things in your neighborhood, and when you get older, you might meet somebody, and that person will remember you. And there have been plenty of times individuals who are older than me remember when I was young. And they gave me opportunities because they remember my character when I was young. I don't even remember them, but they had their eyes on me. So you got to touch down everywhere you go to get better. And the only way you can do that is if you have a purpose. And so we talk about this thing called greatness, right? We said we want to be great. Everybody heard that. Be great, right? Be great. Who know how to be great? Anybody know the secret? What's the secret of greatness? Believe. All right, we got to believe. Who else knows the secret of greatness? Anybody else? Have wisdom. Okay, come here. Believe and have wisdom. All right, so the secret of greatness. I'm telling this, and we're going to get ready to get up out of here. The secret of greatness. There was a family. Grandma, granddad, mom, dad, 2 sons. They were part of a village that was in a war zone. Their village got ran over by the enemy, and they were taken captive and put into a labor camp. And at the labor camp, the rules were simple. Either you work and live, or you don't work and you die. So they're at the camp, they're trying to work and come back, and they're so happy to see each other when they come back to the camp at night, see all the family. But it was just a matter of time that grandma and granddad would not be able to work. Because they were old and they were weak, and the time came, and when they came back to camp, grandma and granddad were taken away. And so mom, dad, and the 2 sons were so thankful to see each other each time. And one evening when the father came back to the camp, he looked around for those smiling faces for the hug, and he didn't see them. He walked around, there was a stillness in the air as he walked around looking. And then he saw his son sitting in the corner, curled up, crying. And he went over to his son. Son, where's your brother? And the son said, Papa, he couldn't work anymore. He was too weak. He couldn't do it. And they told him to get back to work, and he said he couldn't, and he tried, and he couldn't, he tried, and then he couldn't, and then he started crying. He said, I don't want to die. And he came back to camp, and we're sitting here, and he was telling Mama, I'm scared. I don't want to die, Mama. I don't want to die. And Mama said, it's going to be okay. Don't be scared. He said, but Mama, I'm not going to get to see you and Papa. I'm not going to get to see my brother. I don't want to die. And Mama said, it's okay. And then the men came in to take away to their death. He called the young man and told him to stand up. And he didn't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to die. Then mama said, son, I told you it will be okay. Then she stood up and grabbed his hand. Said, you don't have to be scared. And then she walked to her death too with her son. Greatness. The mother. Greatness. And when the father heard this news, he yelled out a gut-wrenching scream, I love you! Greatness. The secret to greatness was shown by this mother. You might be saying, how is this great? She died, her son died, she didn't even fight back. What the mother did, she saved her son from a mental death before her physical death. See, the mother had purpose. The mother had passion. The mother made the ultimate sacrifice. Sound familiar, right? Rashad, love you, though. The ultimate sacrifice. The mother had love. And she was willing to die for all the above. So the question is, if you want to be great, if you want to be a victor, what are you willing to die?